Hey everybody, it's Chris back with another review for the Blue Collar Beer Gourmet. I'm going to be reviewing one of the last few beers that I picked up discounted at Lee's, the clearance section. It's also one of the last few beers before the heart attack. So, today's selection is the Genessee Cream Ale in a 16-ounce can. I'm sorry about that lighting. It's a little early in the morning as I'm doing this, so I don't have full daylight yet. Anyway, this is one of those beers that I've seen repeatedly. Well, I've actually seen it, and I'm not sure what the Genessee in the white can is, but anyway, I've been seeing Genessee beers for a while and wondering why I haven't picked one up sooner, and then I saw one on clearance and went, great, I'll pick it up, and then realized, well, I mean, this 16-ounce, or 24-ounce can, excuse me, this 24-ounce can is actually $1.99. Normally I paid $1.69, so I only saved 30 cents on a beer that's kind of, what's the word I'm looking for, not overly expensive beer to begin with. Let's see, I'm looking down here at the bottom. Wow, if that's a Best Buy or Brewed On date, it's very difficult to ascertain, and I really hope I didn't shake it up too much just then. But let's see, I'm looking around, and I do not see an ABV, which those of you on this regularly watch this show know how I feel about a brewer who doesn't put an ABV on it. Very irresponsible. Very irresponsible. You manage to put the words always drink responsibly, but you can't put an ABV on your beer. So, not happy about that. But it is in a can, so it gets extra points for that. Now, I did go to Untappd and check it out. Turns out none of my friends have actually, my Untappd friends that is, have tried it, or at least they haven't checked in on it if they have and rated it. The ratings are all over the board. The cumulative rating was, I think, only like a 2.0. But I saw some people who were giving it a 4.0, 4.5. One guy on there said I couldn't give it a 0. So he gave it a 2.25. Anyway, let's decide for ourselves. That's what I always say. You can look into that. It never hurts to see what your friends have to say. By all means, take it into consideration. But in the end, you ultimately have to decide whether this is a beer that you dig or not. So, I'm going to be using my Fat Tire can. First thing that hits me right off is a strong alcohol smell. And I'm hoping that's not because it's past its Best Buy date. And let's see if I can get that in there. That is turning out a lot more golden on camera than it actually is. So that's nice. Sometimes when a beer on the camera actually adds color. Now that's a little closer to the color that this is coming out. So, inhaling deeply, I do actually get a little bit of a cream smell. I don't know how else to describe that. It smells like it could be creamy, but there is a strong alcohol smell. So, and like I said, without knowing the ABV, I don't know whether that's to be expected or not. So, I guess I'll just go ahead, delve in, and drink. Cheers. That's not bad. It's not great. Okay, I'll give it, I guess, I was going to give it a 3, but, yeah, I'm going to give it a 3, because I was going to give it an additional 0.25 for being in a can, but I knocked that 0.25 off for not having an ABV. This has I describe it as about a medium mouthfeel. Actually, a low mouthfeel. I'm tasting mostly just spikiness from the carbonation. I did notice that was a major complaint with this beer, was that there wasn't much flavor to it. Yeah, I gotta agree with everybody else. There's not a whole lot of flavor to it. There's just a little bit of a sweet aftertaste. Like I said, there's that spikiness from the alcohol. But other than that, I can't tell you any other flavors. I mean, and there's not a whole lot lifting on the bouquet. even as I drink more, I get a little bit of the cream smell, a little bit of the alcohol smell, but that's about it. So yeah, I think 3.0 is actually about where this belongs. So I mean, if you do see it, and if you see it on clearance, and I would recommend it. Except I don't know the ABV, so serious. I don't imagine it's very high. I'm not feeling a high alcohol burn. But the thing is, I've drank barley wines that had almost no alcohol burn, and they were up there at 10.8. So the fact that I'm not tasting a high alcohol burn does not necessarily mean this isn't 7 point or better. Guys, I keep trying to drink it, trying to give you something more of the flavor so I can give you some indication of what it tastes like. And I'm not having any luck. So, there it is, 3.0 for the Genessee Cream Ale in a 24-ounce can. There we go, $1.69 for this 24-ounce can. There it is. I don't know what else to say. So until next time, drink good beer, don't break the bank doing it, and cheers.